What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Drill Dozer. I, of course, am Whatthefnu, and in this episode, I have a bit of a confession to make. If you noticed at the end of the episode that my chip counter is a little different than it was at the end of the last episode, that's because I had to start my run all over again. And not for the reason you're thinking of. It's not because I lost my save file, it's because, well, you know how my TV has... Well, fine then. I won't go that way, if you're gonna be so insistent about it. But yes, if you remember how in Klonoa I was talking about how my standard definition TV has been breaking for a while, it's been going through all kinds of glitches recently. It finally happened. I can't keep this thing on for longer than 5 minutes before it just blacks out on me. I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know if it's something wrong with the vacuum tubes. I don't know if it's something wrong with its wiring, but it just won't work. I can't use that thing to record anymore. And for those of you who know anything about my setup, basically, my standard definition TV is weird in the sense that for some reason, it has an AV out set of ports on the back. Basically, what that allows me is it lets me plug the footage of the game directly into the computer without needing to use a splitter for any reason. Now that I've lost the ability to do that, I don't have the ability to record games the way I used to anymore, at least not old school ones. Now, that's not too much of a problem for a game like Drill Dozer. That's something I can emulate fairly easily. Klonoa, on the other hand, well, let me put it this way for those of you who don't know anything about emulation. The higher you go up in generations, the more and more problems you're prone to run into. Optimization with anything higher than N64 is a pain. And especially if you have a lower-end computer like I do, there's a chance you just simply won't be able to handle it no matter what you do. So we're going to be figuring that one out, okay? Klonoa will continue. I mean, we're only 2 episodes away from the end of the game. I'm not going to leave it off there. I'm not going to just leave you guys hanging, but we'll figure that out as we go. So the upside to this new setup is that, I don't know, I think the game actually runs better now. By the way, check this out right here. Holy cow! I don't know what that is, but get it away from me. I don't want any part of that. No, 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 no. Don't catch me, don't catch me, don't catch me. Look at that thing! This museum has laser defenses, little electric Pac-Man demons running through its air ducts. I think this museum has more of a problem with demonic possession than art thieves. Screw the police, call an exorcist! But yes, upside to using an emulator. I don't know, for some reason, it almost feels like the game is running better than it was on the normal console. I mean, maybe it's because I was using the GameCube player, but instead of the actual Game Boy Advance, but the frame rate just seems a lot better in some places. Like, it's a lot more responsive. Maybe that's just a standard thing for emulation, and admittedly, I haven't emulated a whole lot of games in the past, just games like Okamiden and whatnot. You know, only when I've absolutely had to. Let's put it that way. The other upside is I can do basically anything. I don't have to worry about losing save files anymore because I've got 9 save states to work with. 10 if you count state 0. The downside is, well, it's not authentic anymore. I mean, call me an old school purist, but... And I know there are some old school purists out there, but it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel right, if you know what I mean. I mean, I guess you do what you have to keep the project going. The show must go on, but still. The other cool thing about it is, though, I can start doing things like this. Ah, isn't that agitating? That's not fun to listen to, is it? I'm gonna love screwing around with this program so much. I'm not exactly sure what that guy's plan was there. Ooh, somebody's strong enough to go busting through the walls. I should probably run over there and check out what's happening. I don't know, maybe that's just a normal human curiosity thing, but still. If something that strong is busting through the museum, I probably wouldn't run towards it. So yes, they're basically explaining to us here how to get into the vault. I'm sorry if you want to read the dialogue here, but I guess that's what the pause button is for. I hate to be that guy, and it usually bugs me in Let's Plays, but really, we gotta move forward, okay? This stage is long enough as is, and I completely forgot to read the thing here. Yes, okay. So basically, these guards are complete idiots because they'll leave the instructions to the vaults lying right around next to the actual locks themselves. So 2 times to the right, 4 times to the left. That's how you open this particular lock. And by the way, there's 3 of them, like they said. So 1, 2, then 1, 2. This is riveting commentary, by the way. 3, 4. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. We're 1/3 of the way done with the stage, and we're, what, like 5 minutes into this video already? Yeah, this is kind of a long one. This stage is going to stretch on for a while. I'm not complaining about that, though. It's better than a completely short stage that barely takes you any time at all. I don't know what's... I guess it's all dependent on what you want to do inside the stage. Like, in Sonic Colors, it actually kind of works in some senses. I know a lot of people give that game flack for how just ridiculously short some of the stages are, but then again, if you just want to play a game in short bursts, this is another analytics question I want to ask. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer games that actually give you stages with a little bit of meat to them? Like, let's compare Super Mario Bros. Wii U with Super Mario Luigi U. No, Super Luigi U, sorry. Mario Luigi doesn't actually make any sense. That's a game that doesn't exist yet, but yes. Luigi U to Mario U. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the longer stages that have all kinds of secrets that can be a little more intricate, or do you prefer like a short burst game that you can play for a couple minutes and still feel like you got something done? I'm really curious as to which one is a little more popular. Uh-oh. That's an annoying laugh. Ego Raptor, is that you? Oh, no. Sorry, I got confused by the highlights in the hair. This is... well, she's going to be... This is the person that's going to be throwing EMP bombs at us. And our friends are going to tell us how to beat these things. Those will wreck your Dozer in a hurry, but we can use this fountain here in order to get rid of them. So we're just going to have to move this fountain back and forth in order to use the water to take these things out. And we're going to have to be quick about this too, because if these things explode, they do dino damage. Like, even though I've got 3 tanks, this entire section could still destroy me if I'm not careful. I mean, I'd have to be pretty careless. I'd have to not understand what to do here, but if I just sat here and let this happen, I would most definitely not be coming out of this alive. Let's put it that way. Come on, get it. Yes. All right, just got to keep moving forward. You know, not like we just stand here or anything. Nope. I've never actually... Wow! I did it! I've never actually gotten through that segment without getting hurt at least once before. Detective Carey, we've used up all of our EMP bombs. Oh, well, there's always the vault. Oops, I mean, never mind. We'll let that cute little red Dozer go. For now. Why did you feel the need to throw the cute part in there? That's not exactly pertinent information. That was Detective Carey. She's the most ruthless detective in the force. If she's here, she's got to be protecting something important. That's it! Our red diamond has got to be in that vault. Yeah, no kidding. I couldn't have figured that out just from the fact that we're here. You haven't said that enough already. I don't mean to be picking on this game. I really do love it, but okay, fine then. We won't be going off to the left. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, but still, I just felt like showing it off. It's like, well, you've only got one direction you can possibly go in this situation. The options are just By the way, can we talk about the physics there? Like, the logic is that that fountain is so powerful that it can support our Dozer, but at the same time, it's apparently so solid and powerful that we can actually dangle off the ledge of it and still not fall. Hard water, anybody? For those of you who are fans of old school comic books. Hassle any thugs from the Scholar Gang. They're paying us well. Arrest red dozers on sight. Well, well, well. I guess we know what's going on here, don't we? Locker smells like old socks, as lockers tend to do. I never actually did go to PE back in high school, so I wouldn't know. I was one of those kids that actually had the extracurricular activities cover that. But on the other hand, I learned how to do karate through it, so you take what you get. 5 times to the left, 3 times to the right. So how about we start this off right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do 2 times to the right. Right? No, 3 times to the right. There we go. I gotta be careful in some of that, because, believe it or not, you can overshoot that. You can actually spin it too much. The game won't stop you, if memory serves me correctly. So, just be mindful if you plan on playing this game yourself. Ooh, there's a box up there. Gee, I wonder how we're going to get to that. And there's a differently colored part of the wall. Perhaps, wait a minute. I got a crazy theory for you guys. Maybe, perhaps, these two are connected somehow? Oh, I was right. I was totally onto something. I had a crazy theory and I threw it out there, and what do you know? It paid off for me. Again, I'm not trying to make fun of this game. I love everything about it. It's just, it's during that strange era. I don't know. I've just played so many platformers at this point that it just comes naturally. Doesn't help that I played this game a million times as a kid, so I know pretty much where everything is. Like we said in the previous episode, or maybe it was the episode before that, I do miss a cache here and there. By the way, what? Never mind, I'll talk about that at the end of the episode. Chain of thought. If you follow my train, you probably know where I was going with that sentence, but in the meantime, how about we just break some statues and get some more chips, shall we? Oh, that last one didn't have anything for us? Well, fine, be that way. I don't need anything. Almost got through there without getting hit. It's just one of those tiny little victory things in a video game. You're like, I wonder if I can do this without getting hurt. Well, you know what? I say this looks good here. No, come on. It looks beautiful. What are you talking about, Buddha? It's wonderful. Look, I'll show you. Maybe you just need a comparison piece to put it next to. See? This is great. This is perfect. The way it juts out against that pillar is... Oh, fine. Be that way. You don't let me have any fun. I guess this isn't Kirby's Epic Yarn. They're not going to let me decorate my place with pictures. We don't have that freedom of movement quite yet. We needed another 2 generations. No, wait a minute. The Wii was 1 generation after the GameCube, which was also the Game Boy Advance era, so my point's moot. Never mind me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Then again, that wasn't exactly news to anybody watching this. Well, okay. Yeah, if you're going to do commentary, it's probably a good idea to get all the junk out of your throat. You know, just a thought. I love this song. I don't think I've said that already. No, actually, I'm being sarcastic. I know I've said that already. Probably a million times by now. So catchy. It's got so much energy to it. I mean, how can you not like that song? Oh, I almost caught on to it. Almost. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing a secret here. Sorry, guys. I have to go back for just a second. I don't want to have to go back in another episode and show this off again. So, yeah, drill down here, and there's a little cache of chips. Okay, you're not going to let me jump up there? Well, how about I hit up to gear 3 and launch myself up there? Is that going to work out for you? Also, if you'll notice, I've actually, for those of you who have been paying attention to the end cards, you know that I'm showing off the Drill Dozer's manga. I say manga, but it was actually a little comic series that came in the instruction booklet. And somebody actually did some really high quality scans of it that I'm putting in the end cards. I really wanted to show that off because it's a rarely seen feature. It's a little bit of promotional material that not a lot of people have seen, so I just wanted to make sure it got some screen time. And hey, we found another treasure. The samurai armor. Just randomly hidden in a wall of an art museum, no less. Well, I don't know. I guess you could consider blacksmithing art in some cases. I mean, samurai swords are Japanese treasures in some cases, so... But yes, you'll notice that Jill's school backpack is actually on the back of her Dozer. And I love that comic because it actually explains some of the design decisions. Like, once I saw that, I never would have made that type of connection without actually seeing that manga. So it kind of fills in the blanks a little bit. Brings you further into the world if you're just observant enough to notice all the little details. And, well, you know me, I've just got this massive fan boner for little details. Ironically enough. There we go. Catch you off guard. Make sure we don't have to bounce on you in that tiny little confined space. See, I make it a personal challenge to try and beat those guys with an aerial attack. Like, just bounce on them until they are defeated. But sometimes it just doesn't quite work out for you. Like there. Oh, it's so hard, but it's fun. Again, you just sort of make your own little challenges. Or was that something I was thinking during my practice run? I don't even know where my train of thought is going anymore. I've got so many different trains running to so many different places at so many different times, you can't even keep track anymore. I guess that's the upside and the downside to doing practice runs, is you're so in the moment when you're actually talking about the game. By the way, speaking of talking about the game, check out this little entry right here. The diamond is incredible. I can't believe I finally got a chance to view it in person. I intended to display it in the museum, but once I held it in my hand, I wanted it for myself. Just to be safe, I'll keep the diamond in the vault for now. There's a memo stuck to the page. Now, whose diary could that possibly be? Maybe the museum curator? Somebody who was in charge of the art here in this place? Interesting. Okay, remember this. 6, 1, 12. Left, right, left. It's a good thing we've got gear 3 now, too, because that's going to make this a lot easier. So, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. Now, 1 time to the right. Nope! Ah! I told you, you can overshoot it if you're not careful. And this is the other part of doing commentary. It's hard to count numbers and actually talk to you guys at the same time, so I'm just being a little bit careful here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is great commentary, isn't it? 9, 10, 11. No! I overshot it by 1. Hang on, I'll be right back. There we go. Ba-doom. I love the very clear indication of when this thing is open or not. They even had the dedication to put up the X's and O's to indicate... I don't even know where I was going with that. Why even say something if it's not going to lead you directly into a joke? This is a question that needs to be asked. I mean, you gotta come up with a punchline before you start talking. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like you have no idea what you're doing. Come on, buddy. By the way, I just want to point out that I'm drilling this dog in the butt. You know, for kids. It also doesn't help that this game vibrates, too. I don't know if I mentioned that in a previous episode. I'm pretty sure I have, but... This is one of the, I believe the only 2 Game Boy Advance games that ever had a vibrating feature built into it. The other one being WarioWare Twisted. Come on, you. There we go. More chips. I could go for some chips right now. Oh, God. No, no. You stay the hell away from me. I don't need any of that. No, get out. Get out. Get out, 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 out. Woo! Those guys are like the EMP bombs. They're They're easy to avoid. Like, the method of getting rid of them is not that hard to keep track of, but if you're dumb enough to let yourself get hit, you're gonna pay for it. There we go. I wish I had gotten hit by at least one EMP bomb so you can know how dangerous those things actually are, and why I have a respect for people who actually do one tank runs of this game. You know, one energy tank. Okay, wait a minute, wait. I knew it! I knew there were some chips down here. It's all coming back to me, I tell you. All these little details about where these caches are being hidden. Where you have to make particular jumps. Nope! Confound it. As soon as I say I'm getting back into the swing of things, I swear to goodness. I've been trying to be careful about that too. If that sentence sounded just a little awkward, I've been trying to avoid... I know some people have problems with that, and I'm just trying to be all-conclusive. That's also the advantage to me playing a kid-friendly game, is I have to X out my cursing. And on top of that, But now I also understand that you have to avoid certain things. Like, some people don't like you saying things like God or God damn it or things. It's just a matter of respect. Respecting people's faith and their religion and their preferences towards things. But I've also learned some other things about this too. Like, one word that has not much of a negative impact here in America that you want to avoid if you want to include European audiences in the conversation is spastic. Because maybe this has become common knowledge in recent years because some internet reviewers have actually talked about this, like Linkara. But spastic actually has a very different meaning in Europe than it does here. It's actually a very derogatory term for people who have cerebral palsy. And as somebody who's lived with a person with a mental disability his whole life and has lived with a mental disability of his own his whole life, I'm not too keen on terms like that. So, gonna avoid that. Hey, cool attack strategy, bro. Thanks for showing it all to me before the battle even began. Oh, well, I kind of failed that one. Yeah, he'll usually do left and then right, so you don't even have to worry about it. But again, like the police machine, you kind of have to worry about making sure you're... and if you go off in the wrong direction, too, he'll still hit you. There we go. Now I can actually start dealing some serious damage to him. I want to point out that he has complete immunity to third gear. He only takes damage up to the second one. From there on out, it's just whatever you can do. Nothing you do even matters. So you might as well not even go into third gear at all. Another little interesting code quirk about this game that I don't quite understand myself. Uh-oh, they're giving us a full energy tank. You know what that means. For boss time! Yeah, I had to say it at least once. Oh, no you don't. Not this time, buddy. I got your number this time. And check this out. Look at how fast I ate through those things. It says you only go up to third gear, but there's actually more like 4. Because if you rev up third gear completely, it becomes infinitely more powerful. Like, just immediately stronger. You start eating through enemy health ridiculously fast. It's too bad there's not more segments in the game, like that little air duct segment that let you get up to third gear and just stay there for a while, because it's so much fun. Hoo-wee, look at all that gold. I didn't know you had a southern accent, friend. I gotta apply that to your voice from now on. Are you looking for this? Oh, thanks. I'll just take that. Oh, well then. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be that easy. Detective Carey's acting really odd. The diamond in the safe. The yellow diamond. I won't hand it over. Won't give it. It's mine! All mine! And she just phases out of existence with her psychic powers, apparently. She's possessed by the power of the diamond. She can't hear you now. You've got to destroy her robot. So apparently these diamonds are dangerous. How we're capable of resisting the powers of the red diamond, I have no idea, but I don't know, we're the hero of the entire game. I guess we're just special for some reason. So yes, by the way, I just want to point out, yes, we are fighting a police robot that throws... What? You're not supposed to be able to do that yet. That's not until phase 4 of the fight. Confound you. That's never happened. She's never busted out the one that comes backwards until she's taken a bunch of damage. No, you don't. What? Oh, fuck you. I can't even catch you like that. Well, fine then. Oh, there we go. Now you start shaking from the drill. That was weird. She was just standing there. Like, she was completely stunned by the fact that I actually managed to attack her during that bit. No, you don't! See, that's the worst part about this fight. If she catches you, she'll chain you to one of the walls here, and you won't be able to attack back to her. Look at that thing. It just covers her completely. I can't do anything. However, if she throws it low like that, that's your indication that it's time to move in for the kill, so to speak. You're not exactly killing her, you're just taking out her robot. But then again, I wonder how a statement like that will look in hindsight, like in the future when robots actually become sentient, because you know it's coming. At the pace technology progresses these days, you know robots are going to become sentient in my lifetime. Kind of a weird thought when you think about it. Imagining the world sort of changing like that. Holy cow, what are we going to do when there comes the day when we'll have a robotic president? Because again, you know that's going to happen. It's in the future for us. Existential questions about life, the universe, and everything. Only on Let's Play Drill Dozer. Also, I just want to give huge props to Jill there for not being rendered just ridiculously dizzy by by hanging on to this robot while it's doing that. Also, that's a very interesting scream, Detective, what was her name? Carmelita? No, that's Sly Cooper. I am completely getting my game series mixed up here. No. Ah, I missed her. I guess this is the power of the yellow diamond, or just the diamonds in general, it would seem. She's so disconcerted for her other troops that are helping her out, she just blows them up with her body slam. I just love the design of this boss, too, by the way. Just this gigantic body with this tiny little chibi anime girl head on it. Oh, hey, this scene looks familiar. I haven't seen this explosion anywhere before. I love her pose here, too. That is that perfect draw me like one of your French girls. Huh? I came here to arrest some thieves. What happened? Well, I'm taking your yellow diamond. That's what's about to happen. That also is kept track in your treasures page, by the way, just like the samurai armor and the round stone before it. So you came to get your red diamond back? Well, this isn't the diamond you're looking for, thief. I guess I'll take it anyway. And by the way, Nintendo, that joke got old 10 years ago. You just can't let it go, can you? Super Mario Bros. Ended years ago, and you still can't get past that another castle thing. Fine, I see how it is. You're just going to recycle material. I am, too. I don't have any qualms about it. Well. Detective Carrie is usually pretty cool and collected. What got into her? Why'd she go crazy for that diamond? Didn't you just say those things have powers in them? Wasn't there a diamond? Wasn't the diamond we're looking for red? That one was yellow. And this museum brochure says something happened to the 5 diamonds. So what you're saying is, there may be even more diamonds out there. I think so. I've heard of a blue diamond hidden somewhere in the Kuru ruins. Think it's one of the 5 diamonds we're looking for? 5 Wait a minute, I thought we were just looking for the one. No. What? Hang on a second. Hold everything. No. What? Why are we going after this thing now? Okay, didn't we just spend 4 stages hunting down the diamond that belongs to my presumably dead mother? You know, the one that Krug sent henchmen after our father to get? The one he critically wounded our blood relative over? Didn't we just spend all that time coming after that, and now, nope, we're just gonna drop it and go after this blue one now. Yeah, not even gonna worry about that. While I'm on the subject of questioning this game's logic, what's with this guy? Why does he accept chips instead of currency? I mean, he looks like he's a little mentally touched, but if he's an old friend of the oldest member of our crew, how has he stayed in business long enough to actually come back and be a shopkeeper for us if he hasn't been accepting actual money? Why? How does a gem have some kind of mimetic power that allows it to control people's minds? Why is there not more Rule 34 of these characters? I mean, the cartridge vibrates and the game is about drilling people. Even X-Play caught on to this joke. And furthermore, why does our driller have a face if it's a friggin' robot? Game theory! Okay, Daddy's had his medicine now. So, next time on Let's Play Drill Dozer, we'll be heading into Area 3-1, the Kuru Ruins. Till then, I'm Whatthefnu. Later, everybody.